Jennifer, Nick, how are you guys?
Hello.
Good.
So, board, this is Jennifer Lopez and Nick Pizzaferro. They're part of Morning Friend.
Hi.
And with us on the call today, we have Nick Howard, Michael Miles, Carlos Saez, Margarita Gillespie, Mike McElroy, and Diane Bergen as part of the board. We also have Monty Bauer, a guest and former volunteer and community butler, who will be listening in, and a couple of my former students, a couple of my favorites, Connor Boundy and Sikander Kazi. So they'll be listening in as well. So those are the introductions. I'm going to let the board take it away, and then kids, when it's time to answer, feel free.
All right, I'll kick it off. Why not? First of all, I had my kids, they're all in their 20s, view all of the pitches, and you were selected as their pitch that they thought was the most compelling opportunity. So I thought it was the strangest idea in the world, but I'm probably not your target market. They are. So tell me a little bit about how you came about, with the idea and really identifying your target market here.
Okay, so in the beginning of the year, it took us a while to actually get started with thinking of ideas. We had a bunch of ideas. We had cleaning shoes, supplies, and other things that weren't really working. But then one time we all came to class, and then we're all just okay, yeah, because it was during finals week. Our alarm clock is so annoying, and we don't it's four of us wake up, it's really traumatizing whenever you hear the sound. Whenever you're not waking up, you're just oh my god, I hate that sound. And so we're deciding oh, it'll be really cool if you can wake up anyone that you'd like, your mom, your dad, your friends. It would be really fun to do that. So that's when we started Morning Friend. And then so we first started going targeting the teenagers to see if they really liked this idea too. And since we got a lot of feedback from teenagers and they really do like this idea just like us. So yeah, teenagers are definitely one of our biggest target market as of now, but we think we can also go towards parents.
Was your revenue more ads or the actual app purchase?
So there's not going to be any app purchases. It's going to be in app, not you have to buy the app. It's going to be in app. So you could buy you don't even have to buy. So you have the premium, that's a solo premium, and then you have the family model. So the family model is sort of like a Netflix account. So you could have multiple accounts on a single account, right? So and then we have our free model. On our free model, we have ads, so they receive ads, and they also receive minimum features. So we plan on making most of our money from our solo premiums, and so our solo premium is $2.99, and our family accounts are $7.99.
And that's a
Why not ads? Why not do ads?
So we are going to be doing ads on our free model.
I got it. That's how you opt out. You don't get ads like Pandora. Okay.
Yeah.
And do those ads come through as one of the wake ups? Like every fifth wake up is an ad?
No, so actually after they make the recording, so when you're recording a message for your friends or your family, after you record it, then you receive the ad. So it's a kind of non-negotiable, you got to watch it for 30 seconds.
So if the ad is really annoying, that's even more incentive for the child to get up out of bed?
That's if you hit snooze too many times.
So they're going to be recording the message at night or kind of sometime in the day, right? So when they do it, it's going to take 30 seconds after they record it.
I find this idea quirky in a great sense and potentially motivating for, I know at least for one of my children, to wake up with a smile as opposed to mom's voice. What kind of feedback did you get from parents? Would they be willing to buy this for their child simply to avoid that whole morning drama?
So
Yeah,
actually,
for parents, we actually haven't had that many testing because of the whole virus thing and everything. But we did a lot of feedback from teenagers, and actually a few of the I tested, they started using the app we were using to test our concept for our app with their family. So that kind of shows how the teenagers really like to use it with their friends, but they also use it with their siblings and their parents as well.
Is it really about waking up to somebody's voice, or is it more the playfulness and the social aspect of sending a Snapchat or something in the morning? Like, it's more of a network effect to me, it seems. But I don't want to I don't want to pose my opinion. Like, what did you learn when you went out to the market? Like, is this really about like waking up to a nice voice versus an alarm, or is there something deeper here?
So
No,
it's
yes.
really just so like even having like last night, like even if like you ended off like the night on a really good note, you went out like with your friends or something and you got that good feeling of just going to bed. This is kind of like something that will get you that good feeling of waking up as well. So when you're waking up, you feel so tired, and especially with that annoying alarm clock, it's just so dismotivating to start your day like that. I mean, why would you start your day like that? So like, why not having your friends wake you up instead of having an annoying alarm clock? It's like a no-brainer.
So I
And
was
you
going to ask
control
on
your
that point.
alarm, right? Like you know what you're going to wake up to. There's not like a friend can drop a potentially incoherent message or an inappropriate message on your alarm clock.
So you have the option to either do a random message from your friends that sent you a message, or you could pick the message from, because you have the option of like, yeah, randomize, or just seeing all the friends that sent you messages, and you could pick which friend you want to have your message as. So, and if there was like an inappropriate message that you don't like, you could always ban them from your friend's account. You don't have to receive messages from them. And yeah.
So on the pricing, if you could talk about the pricing again for just a second, on your solo and then your premium for a package, is the premium to a single family account, or can any random 6 people who are friends decide they want to share one premium account? That's part one. And part two is this a month by month, or are you locking people in for a subscription for a certain amount of months?
So what we're going to be doing is, so with the family account, with your question on the family account, so they'll be able to, so even if it's a group of friends, family, you could, like a group of 6 could have one account for multiple accounts. So it's like Netflix. You could have that one, like kind of the one main account, and then have separate accounts off of that. And the separate accounts they're the premium accounts, right? They're like all the features you could get with it. They're that's like the top notch account. And so what was the other question? I'm sorry.
It just wasn't clear to me. Is this, you're charging people like once every month, you have to ask them to re-up, or are you doing an extended subscription of sorts?
So this is gonna be a one-time fee. So what we're thinking, by word of mouth, this will get to way more people if we did it. So like if we did it through word of mouth. So like, let's say like they buy it for $2.99, then they share with their friends, and then their friends buy it for $2.99. I think just having to pay monthly would throw off a lot more people, and getting those additional users from word of mouth would be way better.
Thanks.
So you were at this Whitewater, and what was that? Was that a pitch competition?
Yes.
Okay, and you've got a handle then on your app development process and costs?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we went 3rd place, and then right after we got to talk to a lot of the professors, and came to talk about our idea, and that they told us about their computer science class, and they gave us more information about it. And he said that like we got to Zoom with him a few weeks, and they're actually they really want to create our app for us for free.
That's a big win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask Connor.
So
Yeah.
well,
So we were doing also a lot of research on this, like how much it actually costs to make an app. So my dad runs like has like multiple companies, and one of his company is he works with app developers to make a credit card processing for churches, right? So he has an app development team, and we also got to see basically how much we got to talk with his app developers, and we got to see how much it would cost to make an app. And he gave us the kind of like the minimum features. For minimum features, it would be 50,000. And then for kind of like everything we wanted, it would cost somewhere about like $250,000. So we really hit big with at the University of Whitewater.
So will Whitewater give you a timeline for when they would deliver the app, and when you would get it to beta, or any kind of timeline that you'd have some type of assurance that you would get to where you need to be?
Yeah, so they gave us so the professor gave us an estimate of around December. That's like whenever like their group, like that's like the kind of like the average of when their app developers get their apps out, like even just something to hold in your hands, like something tangible to like play around with. It's not going to be the best version, right? It's going to be very kind of like almost a prototype, and that prototype would be sent out to our people on our forums that they submitted with their email, and they're going to be able to test our app and play around with it and see what they like. You know, we could also make adjustments according to what they like and what they don't like.
10 minutes, everybody.
So will there be a follow-up cost to then implement any type of adjustments to the app after you get feedback from that forum?
So no, after that, so we have 1 year with the app development team. And then after that, it's up to the group if they want to like if they want to still continue with us. So so we might need to find like another team, or just if they want to keep on doing it, that will be up to them.
And how much money are you requesting from us? And
we're asking for 5,500 with 10% equity.
okay.
And most of it is to go towards marketing, as we really do want to like since it's an app, we really want to like market it on especially Facebook and Instagram. And then about 1,000 of it is gonna go to administration, so trademarking our logo and our name. And then the other rest is like liquid cushion, and yeah.
Okay.
If I asked you if I should think of this business as TikTok for voice memos, what would you say?
Jennifer can answer that because I don't really use TikTok.
I think it is kind of like, it's not really exactly TikTok as TikTok like videos, but it definitely has the same concept, especially for teenagers. Like especially like now, since everyone is in quarantine, like who wouldn't want to like mess around with their friends on the phone? Like, well, not mess around, but like send jokes and stuff. Like I think it's a really idea, and I really do think teenagers, especially since all the evidence we've had, most of the signups we got were all teenagers, and I really do think teenagers really like the concept and will buy into it for sure.
How does TikTok monetize their business?
I really don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw ads from TikTok, so they like monetize their app from ads. That's how like I think everybody kind of like realized it from either YouTube ads or something like that.
Yeah, there's also user data.
Yeah.
I would encourage you guys to think about ways of taking this business and figuring out a way to monetize your customers over time, as opposed to just kind of forcing them to buy it one time, and then how do you get value from that? What incentive do you have over time to deliver more value to that customer? Like you could maybe lock them into a subscription as low as 99 cents a month, and get them over that hurdle. Just a thought.
Yeah. The other thought is to put all of your energy into getting this app done in a way that's fun, and don't worry about charging anybody for it. Like the very, very first thing you need to get is users to use it and to love it and to share it with their friends and just have fun with it. And who cares if you make money when that was the Facebook model. Like, let's just build an app. You saw the movie. I don't need to replay it. It was free. And most of these things are free in the beginning. And you don't really have to make money. You do eventually, but you'll make a lot more money when you have 1 million people using it and are talking about it. And that's that'll be the key. And it's hard for things to go viral, but you got a story here probably. And I really do think it's way more than waking up to somebody else's voice. It's a network effect. Think about it as, Facebook or TikTok or Snap and it's kind of a hyper, use case around, waking people up. It could be pranking people. It could be, you can go a lot of different directions with it.
And the data generated by these messages, you basically have the ability to, a known identity is leaving a message for another known identity, and that data is valuable to, good luck at your doctor appointment. There's a targeted ad, good time last night. There's a targeted ad, I think there's a lot of, and again, I think that's a whole different level of sophistication as far as developing the software and everything. But I think that's an interesting channel to revenue.
I appreciate though the need to think about where you're eventually going to monetize it. Like those are really good things that we want you to learn in this class. Like, where does this eventually go? How do you make money? But I think with this particular product, it's like you don't have anything until you have users.
Yeah. So we also thought about doing a 1-week free trial to anybody who wanted to use Solo Premium as well. So that would encourage them to kind of see all the benefits that they get from having unlimited friends, also additional features. You could also have music in your messages and sound effects as well. So it's just something that they could have that's better than free.
Mm-hmm.
Just building on some of the questions that were asked, have you explored at all working within smaller networks and perhaps having this as a connector, particularly during this COVID times? So like running groups who maybe don't get together to run anymore, but this could be a motivational, our goal for today is BLAM, let me know how it went, or a church group. Any explorations in that arena?
That's definitely a really good idea. I really like that. Just kind of like having groups, I even know I'm in a church group, and just having those people sending me messages in that certain group, that'd be really, really nice and really kind of motivational, start your day like that.
But I applaud you guys for sticking with this and taking what is seemingly a quirky idea and playing with it enough to generate some interest. I thought it was pretty cool that of the people that you had tested, that 84% would actually want to download this app and experience this, and 92% of them said that it'd be a fun way to start their day. There's something here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciated the way you guys tested it. I found that just as a viewer very compelling. And also, I think from what you're hearing also is I think your target market, I think, may be a lot broader than just teenagers. It can be anyone who's during this period of time when people are distanced. So it's a great concept. So congratulations.
Yeah. So ideas are a dime a dozen, and we're ready to contemplate investing in you. like, tell us about what next year looks like for you, how committed you are to this. Was this just a class that, hey, it's kind of fun, we finish it off and we can put it on our college application that we were funded, or are you like committed to launching a business while you're going to school next year?
Jill, you could start.
So, I really love this app. Like, I myself tested it with the other app, and I really liked it. I actually used it with my sister, and just like funny stuff. Like, I love this app. So I really am invested in this app, and I really do think it can get big, like just on teenagers, and especially like with other people as well, like parents and like groups and stuff like that. So I think by next year, if we do get the chance to be funded, I really do think we can get our app done and start getting like users to go on our app.
To go along with what Jennifer said, this is something like I would want to use with my friends as well. Like, I mean, me personally, I hit the snooze button like a lot, like even for school. Like, I would purposely set my alarm an hour earlier just so I could hit the snooze button a couple of times, just to kind of like ease it out a little bit over time. But there's no point in that anymore. Like, when we could have this idea and just have like the enjoyment of hearing that message, and you're not going to know what it is. And it could be something really funny. It could be something really heartfelt. Just having that will have a significant impact on my daily routine and getting more sleep and enjoying my morning.
So,
all right, guys. Oh, go ahead, Mike. One last question.
Sure. Sorry. If you don't expect your prototype until December, how are you going to be focusing your efforts during that interim period?
So we're going to be staying in really, really close contact with the app development team at the University of Whitewater, Wisconsin. I think that would be the best, like, kind of just like the best like time that we could spend with them, just like seeing everything is in check, and like they're doing exactly what they're saying they're doing as well.
I would make sure you start, if you haven't already, just to really learn what wireframing is all about. If you haven't already, you can go to a YouTube channel and look at wireframing and just start playing around with it, because your developers will eventually need that. And the more iterations you put into that, the better and better the first version will be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jennifer, Nick, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Well done.
Congratulations.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night.